عاش اتحاد إماراتنا عشت لشعب دينه الإسلام هديه القرآن حصلتك بسم الله يا وطن.
نتجت لنا صحراءنا الذهبية هدية هي رمز للاتحاد والثبات، صلة وصل بين الماضي والحاضر، رمز يليق بروح إكسبو 2020 وقيمه، روح التواصل وصنع المستقبل. إكسبو 2020 دبي.
ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا دوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
مشاهدين، كما عودناكم في كل اسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الامارات العربية المتحدة، وهذا الاسبوع قصة نجاح اتتنا من الهند، السيد عدي والسيدة منون. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
At the first we'll start from the woman. You know, a woman always first. Can we know more who is Menon, from where she came and which year she came to UAE?
I basically come from India, from the southern part of India. I landed here in Dubai in 1998.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, I just came with my husband. We were actually settled in Muscat. He was working in Muscat. So we just came to Dubai seeking for some good opportunities and trying out our hand in business.
Great.
So that's how we came here, and we ended here as it's a commercial hub.
Right.
You know, Dubai is a commercial hub where you say, like, you know, dreams come true. It's a country that, you know, I mean, fulfills a lot of dreams.
Right.
So many people, so many expatriates. So we also, I mean, weaved our dream over here, and we wanted to start some business here. And since it was a very new market to us, we wanted to study the market.
Great.
So for that, like, we had to work initially to know the pulse of the market. So he started working in a private firm, and I joined with Etisalat. I started doing space selling, which is in Etisalat Yellow Pages. And I got a lot of experience, again a lot of experience, because I was meeting, every day I was meeting people from different nationalities, different businesses.
Right.
Like, you know, so I could gather a lot of information about the different businesses that were going around in the market. So that gave me a lot of knowledge. And later on I shifted to banking. I worked with the Standard Chartered Bank too. So that also gave me a lot of, knowledge about the working of the financial market.
Great.
Like how it goes about, and, you know, the different methods. So, I mean, in all, the marketing experience was really very useful for me.
Doctor, can we know more who is Dr. Uday?
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to you all.
Thank you.
We started this company in 1990. as my wife is a partner, we always say that actually if you want to choose a partner, your wife should be your life partner for starting any business. So it become true and it is very successful because you can have partner from outside, but if you have your own wife as a partner, we can grow the business to the level where you want. Especially as a partner, as she rightly pointed out, before we start any business, I advise all the newcomers or existing business people to start with experience, or your forefathers or your grandparents or your father should have experience to teach you. In our case, we don't have anybody to teach us other than Allah and the God and the people or local of UAE people. So she started working in Yellow Pages where the space selling, as she clearly mentioned, so she know the market very well, and she then diverted to the business field. Similarly, my experience in army in India, and also I worked in pumping field with Kuri here actually, the Grand Force pump as well as ESPA pumps, worked in actually for more than 1 year. And because in India also after army I worked in pumping field, so I want to start the pumping business initially, but I got good experience in Oman army. More than 10 years in Askari, Mustashfa Al-Khud, I worked for 10 years. So my childhood dream is to start a business actually. So that is one of the reason I married my partner, Shylaja. She can handle all the languages like English, Hindi or any languages actually, because even though you are from South, some of the people who cannot speak many languages, but whereas she studied in good colleges, so because language is very important to start any business, so I selected a wife with a dream of starting a business, which we started in Dubai. So when we were thinking about starting a business in Oman, we realized when you are working in army, you cannot start any business. So I have no other option other than living a good job in government in army. As an expatriate, I was paid very well, and it is a half-day job. So, but still we decide that for the future of our children, for the future of the business to grow, UAE is the actually best place to come and start the business. So we came over here in 1990 and we took some experience in the field, and because of my army experience, we are well disciplined. That is very, very important to start any business, and financial discipline and marketing knowledge and the product knowledge. Since I worked in Oman army, I got a lot of knowledge on safety, selecting the material, distributing the product to the manpower, and running the business in a proper disciplined manner. So if your partner also got a lot of experience in financial side, marketing side, this is the right opportunity we started. And after 2 years, we landing 1991, we decided to start a company called Schefferville Trading. 2001 we started in January. With my father-in-law, who also got some financial experience in India. So I brought him here, and along with the father-in-law, we started in a small way actually, where I can proudly say that my wife, she used to go for delivery in her own car for small item to deliver in Nasa Square market, in all the market. And even me also go for delivery, packing, stocking, because in a small one-room kitchen, we started this company.
And cost, last cost we can say also.
Yes, because costing is actually manpower is by us, office is ours. So costing is very important, and I got a very good partner, UAE local, who helped me like more than a brother. He said, Uday, you start the company, we are with you. This kind of brothership you get only in UAE, which I want to tell you very clearly. Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Ibrahim, both of my partners, like more than a brother. I believe them, I trust them, and they also treat us, because without their encouragement, this company could not have been reached this level. Even if you start a company in anywhere, you may think 2 times who should be your partner. But here, he has not even entered to my office and asked me, Uday, what are you doing? Always blessing, Uday, you will grow your business to the level, we know your capacity. So that is the blessing we got from our UAE partners, which rarely you get anywhere in the global market. So when we reach here, we realize it is a multicultural country where you get almost like 120, 130 nationalities in one country. 213. Yes, I agreed that when I reached here, that time it was actually 150. Now 213 nationalities staying in one country and living together like a brotherly, believing in certain things.
And 156 language also. You need that.
Yes. It's amazing. A great example. UAE is a great example for peace, for harmony,
That's the
Yeah,
important thing,
very,
right?
very, very
Yeah.
true.
Madam Shylaja, when we start our business, also we have to go a little bit back to our backbone, we can call the employees who will work with us. Today, I saw, alhamdulillah, you have very active staff here, but we want to know how you choose them and how you training them always to give high quality of service.
The backbone of every company.
Right.
It's not the owners, it's not anyone else, but the employees.
Right.
If you don't have a good support staff, you don't have a good backup in your office, no business can grow.
Right.
How much ever you try. So luckily for us, we have been able to select really very able and very efficient staff.
Sahih.
And for that we always look into more than experience, or even if they do not have knowledge of the product or the line of business we are in, what is more important for a staff, for an employee, is proactiveness and eagerness to learn, trust,
Right.
and honesty. That is very important. So these are very important for any business, however big you grow, how many ever people you have. If you do not have staff who are trustworthy, honest, and very sincere towards their job, a business cannot grow.
Right.
Someday it will come down. So for us, our main priority while selecting an employee has always been that, like how much sincere and how longing they are towards their work.
Sahih.
So that we have, and work you can always, product, knowledge, everything you can learn.
Right.
But these are inborn qualities which you cannot teach someone to be honest, you cannot teach someone to be, proactive. So that all has to come like inborn. So if an employee has that quality, then I think, you can easily teach them your business, your trade, and they will surely excel in it.
Right.
And for us, our employees are our family.
Mashallah.
They are our family. We have never seen them as like employee or employer relationship. It has never been like that, because we always move around, talk around with our people. We actually know their families also.
Mashallah.
So that is the kind of relationship you need to have with your employees, because your employee has to be happy.
Right.
If they have to perform, if they have to give their best in your office, they have to be happy. So if they have to be happy, you have to make sure they are well looked after, they are taken care of, their needs are met. The company, actually looks after them, takes care of them.
Sahih. Can we know from you, Doctor, exactly what you are serving to this market?
As I mentioned, when we reach here in 1990, we understand actually the safety is the requirement, because since I am from an army background, I thought actually safety business is what actually will grow and it will never end.
Right.
And especially the UAE government, whether it is a municipality, whether it is a ruler, whether it is a government body, safety, health and environment is giving a lot of importance in this country compared to all other GCC.
Right.
All GCC also coping up by seeing UAE regulations, if you see that actually.
Yeah.
So when I reach here, we realize a lot of rules are changing, whether it is in the factory rules, whether it is a building rule, whether it is a road construction, whether it is a production side, everywhere safety is involved. But what was that time, we realized actually there are multinational companies who has got a high brand and with a high value, which is very difficult for a medium or lower income companies to absorb the costs.
The cost will
So-
be very expensive.
Yeah, so very expensive, but safety is required, but with a very high cost, people unable to observe the product to introduce the safety into the companies actually. So what I realized actually, only for the brand, we should not charge. For the quality, for the cost of the product, add your margin, because without margin, no business can be sustained.
Right.
So we made our own brand, Eyevex. Eyevex is actually basically protecting eyes, eye and vex. This is a brand actually chosen by my wife. So our company started with the safety glasses. That time during only European brands and American brands only available in the market. One safety glass was costing 30 dirham or 40 dirham. But whereas the cost of the glass is only 3 dirham or 4 dirham. So we introduced the similar safety glass with a high quality with a certificate, because without a certificate you cannot sell any of the safety product in the market as per the regulation. So either it should be European certified or it should be an American certified. So we as a safety partners, what we have decided to tie up with a good factory where the good brands are manufactured and selling at a higher price. So instead of that, we made under our brand Eyevex. We registered in UAE.
Which year that, doctor?
Yeah, 2001 when we started this company itself, we applied for this Eyevex brand registration as well as the certificate. And when we brought up this glass, when people are selling at, competitors are selling at 20 dirham, we started selling at a normal rate of 5 dirham, 6 dirham, 7 dirham range. And this glass has picked up very well because Eyevex has got some big name. Even multinational people, you know that, they just actually chased us and even send a legal notice why such a brand is introduced market. Then luckily UAE has got a regulation to register the brand Eyevex. So we saved from all the legal consequences and the Eyevex brand became more popular. We started selling 300,000 to 500,000 glasses all over GCC. So initially our business was focusing on glasses. So that is where we are. Even in India, we started giving donation to suffering people, because the money what we are making for glasses selling, we want to contribute to the people, those who are suffering from the eye injuries and those who don't have the sight. Because eye is a major, important of a human being. If you cannot see, if you cannot protect an employee, because eye injuries are, lot of eye injuries are happening around the globe because the workers are not really putting a proper safety glass on the faces while they are chipping, whether just actually doing carpentry work, whether they're using masonry work. Once eye injury happen, it cannot be retrieved back. Most of the cases. So we started giving anti-fog as well as actually adjustable glass, ergonomic type safety glasses. So we have around 130 to 150 ranges of safety glasses which you can give to almost all the type of industries we have been supplying for the last 22 years in UAE.
Great. You want to add something about the product you have?
Yes, because like he said, we started first with glasses. So that's how this brand actually came, Eyevex. So our main focus was only glasses initially.
But now you have...
But now, yes. And then slowly we started we started building up a product range. We got into helmets then, and then we got into earplugs, we got into gloves, uniforms, the workwear, shoes. So slowly we build up our product range, but we maintained our quality. We were very, very particular that we would not compromise on the quality.
MashaAllah.
Whatever, even though we do have a lot of competition, there is a lot of price war going on in the market, but still we did not compromise on a quality because safety is a very important aspect to a worker's life.
Great.
So he has to be protected. So there you cannot compromise. You should not compromise on the safety of another person. So we maintain that quality, and by God's grace, that has given us a very good goodwill in the market. Our brand is known for its quality.
Right.
We have had people who have come and requested us, even when we introduce different products, some lower range, if we try to introduce with a different brand, people from the market, we get a feedback telling that no, please bring it in your brand, because this brand is approved everywhere. So that is a kind of goodwill that we have been able to get into the market. And thank God, we have been able to do it even in this pandemic also. We have been able to sustain that. Yeah.
Sheikh Muhammad bin Rashid mentioned in my vision book, we have always to be number one. It is not easy to reach to number one, but the most hard to stay in same level.
True.
MashaAllah, from 2001 until today, your company one of the top company. Can I ask you, doctor, how you keep your company always on the top?
As you rightly pointed out, we really value, we really respect the rulers of this country for giving so much of opportunity to including expertise to grow the business the way we want it without any hindrances, and government support is very important for growing our business. And we are very happy and proudly say that because of the rules, because of the government policies, because of the way the country rulers want to go to the next level the country, we are very happy to say that actually we want to go along with the country rules, supply only high quality product at a medium price. Because as you rightly pointed out, it is like a medicine. A doctor can prescribe a medicine. Similarly, a safety officer can prescribe a healthy product.
Right.
But supplying a proper product with the certification is very important. Even though there are a lot of duplicates products are available in the market, but the government has made a lot of rules. ESMA, Emirates Standardization, has recently introduced. They started checking in each and every organization, checking where is your certificate, what is the product you are displaying. This kind of checking, verification from the government will eradicate the duplicate product in the market. So we, being a honest and sincere company in promoting Eyevex product, also manufacturing our safety helmet in UAE. Around 10 years back, we made safety helmet with the European standard and American standard, and it is getting very popular in the market. Otherwise, only European product or American products are available in the market. Now, UAE made helmet Eyevex is introduced 10 years back, and it is approved in Oman PDO as well as in many of the oil field company in UAE. Only because of the government support, only because of the ruler support, only because of the safety rules introduced in this country is actually eligible for us to promote our product in a proper way. But only because of our products are European certificate, we don't want to sell at a higher rate. Because if you produce or if you sell a product at a medium rate, then people can absorb it, the quantity can move, everybody can use our product in a proper way.
Great. Madam, mashallah, I saw many certificates and awards you have. Can we know, or can you tell us the most popular you got?
I got, an award as a young, they recognized me as a young Indian visionary among the many business people who are already there, growing business people from this generation. So actually, I actually feel honored, to receive that award, being able to make a mark in this market, in this part of the world. And it's a great achievement, especially being a woman. And from this part of the world, it shows the broadness and or the broadness of the rulers of letting everyone grow, male, female, irrespective of whichever gender, the way they let you grow and prove yourself in this part. Yeah, so it is really a very big honor for me. Being here, it's like I've spent nearly half of my life, after my schooling, I've been here in this country. So this is more like home for me. So getting an award here in a country which you consider as home, being recognized is really very, very close to the heart.
Great. Doctor, and you, can we know the certificates or the awards you got also, or your company got?
Yes. All our products, that's called from head to toe, we call in safety language. All our products are certified either European or American certificate, because we don't sell any of our products without any certification. That is because we don't want to sell any duplicate product, which is any country which is available duplicate product. In this country, it is getting eradicated because of the new rules is ESMA, which is going and checking it actually. That will help lot to clean up the market with a proper quality product in the market. Because this is using by human being and protecting the people. So certification is very important for any safety product to be sold in the market, which is the rulers are making a very strict rules by municipality as well as the authority, which is already implemented, and this will help lot to clean up the market. Secondly, during COVID, we are one of the company, or you can say largest company, supporting the field hospital. Ministry of Abu Dhabi has actually awarded us as the best supplier in UAE through Nirvana, because Nirvana is the agency who handle all the safety supplies in all the field hospital, and I truly respect all my employees. During COVID, 24/7 they delivered the product in all the field hospital without taking any kind of actually disturbances or any kind of actually say that no, I'm not coming. They all here 24/7, and government support also was very much important for us. They given us 24/7 permission to deliver all our material to all the site. And we can say more than 2 million or 30 million mask we sold in this market with the certificate, because we are the only one company believing selling only certified product. And we also started manufacturing hand sanitization in tie-up with a UAE company, and we are also selling hand sanitization, and our product is well approved by all the major hospital as well as actually ADNOC and PDO and oil field company we are selling.
Well done, mashallah. Behind our successful, there is someone always who support from our family or friends. Can we know who support you, madam? What message you want to say for them?
For me, my support has always been my father and my husband in my business, because they are the ones who have always been supporting me. I've been in the front, but from behind there is always a force, that keeps you strong. So my father initially, because he was handling all the finance, so I did not have to spend time or get tensed on the financial aspect, because that was taken care of. And since it's my father, I know that he would take care of that part very well. And then for all the technical advice, the professional advice, he was also there. So I should say thanks to both of them. Behind every successful woman there are two successful men.
And behind successful man there is a woman.
There is a woman, yes.
For who you want to say thanks, from your family or friends?
Yes,
business. You say for your partner in a business, but more close.
I fully accept my wife comments directly. For every successful man, there is a woman behind that.
Right.
In my case, of course, without her support, this business would have been not reached this level, because she always there. I can trust her even if I travel outside, because all the blank checks are with her. And she managed the staff very well than me. As well as actually my parents, I really have to give, my mother is no more, and I still love my father, because he worked in all over the Gulf, all over the globally, whether it is Germany, US and everything. I learned a lot of things from him, how to do business and how to make money. But whereas I just chosen this product to protect the people and with a medium price. So my parents, as my children, my wife and my employees, because without employees, this business would have been not reached this level. Because we trust them as our family members. We understand their actually, feeling. We try to help them as much as possible, because no human being is 100% perfect. So we understand their weakness. We try to correct them. If they're not correct them, then we'll choose the right partners. Then we train them to the level where we want, and we'll give them the right opportunity to grow. So without their support, this business would have been not reached this level, and we want to reach a #1 company in Middle East, at least I can say. Then globally, we also want to grow before my retirement.
Doctor, when we are successful, always we think or we have a plan for future. Can we know your future plan for your business?
Yes, Eyevex has got a lot of vision. And we have almost now 25 employees, which in next 5 years will grow up to 100 people. And we also would like to include a lot of locals also into our business, because safety is very important part of actually in this UAE. And also we would like to manufacture many of the products in UAE itself, like helmet we already started manufacturing. Similarly, whichever possible item at an economical rate, if we can manufacture it, we definitely will manufacture in UAE. Also, we would like to expand our marketing globally. We already have distributors all over GCC country. Now we are expanding into African market, Indian market, as well as Europe and US market is our vision. And in next 5 years, we also have plan to reach the level, any business organization want to grow, and we have a certain plan for this. Like we are now doing online market is launching in another 1 month time. We also have mobile app actually which is under development stage, so anyone can actually purchase our property. Also wheels moving a vehicle, which anywhere of the area the vehicle will move around the GCC, and they can buy it whenever they want it, wherever they want it.
MashaAllah, great. Madam, from your experience as a successful businesswoman, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of advice. Today, we would like to have advice for our women. What you will say for them?
My advice for women is like, there is no field that you cannot venture into.
Right.
Any field is open to you to explore. And especially being from this part of the country, where opportunities are so much and the government is so supportive for women. So I think the women should come out and explore their interests.
Right.
And they should be ready to work initially, like get into the market, study the market, not be the owner initially, like, they have to get into the market, study a business, and they can, surely succeed. And this is a very smart country, like, it moves, everything is on the tips. So it makes work more easier, getting into business more easier. And you have so much of multicultural people of different business minds who are there in the country,
right,
wherein you can pick up a lot of ideas. It is not like earlier you need to have an office. You can sit inside your house and you can do a business.
Right.
So that's how the world is moving now. And especially this pandemic has taught us you don't need an office. You just need a laptop to be in business.
Right.
So I think women should just come out, do not hesitate. Like, there are fields that only men can do. No, because I got into a field which was totally, and still now it is totally a man's field, safety, because I don't know if there are any women who are actually into this.
And mashallah.
Yeah, it is like, initially it was a bit awkward for me to get into it, but you learn, there's nothing that can stop you. If you want to achieve something, there's nothing can stop you. So women have to come out.
Inshallah. Doctor, you mentioned before this country one of the peaceful and safety, and our leaders, mashallah, they built for us a smart government which help us and save our time and to grow in our business. More than 230 nationalities live together in peaceful. Today we would like to have a message, thanks message from you to our leaders and to UAE government.
Yes, our rulers, they give value to all the human being in this country,
right,
irrespective of any religion, irrespective of any country people. They treat everyone as same, which is very, very, very rare you get any countries in globally. If you see, that is one of the reason this 172, 192 nationalities are living together in peacefully, and they are practicing their religion, right, without any hindrance actually. Similarly, anybody can start business without having any difficulties. In any other country, it is not possible. Even though I love India, I born in India, I feel this is my home country, safer to do business than actually any other country in the global market, because of Sheikh Khalifa, as well as Sheikh Mohammed, as well as all the rulers in the UAE has given a very beautiful platform to live peacefully, to grow your business peacefully, and do in a systematically, legally. Right. As long as you are doing legal business, they give you all kind of encouragement. And recently during COVID, globally if you see, UAE is only one country has got a very low COVID affected people who died. Right. And more than that, maximum people recovered irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the country. Whether there is an Indian, whether it's a Pakistani, whether it's any nationality, they given treatment on priority basis, depends upon their condition.
Right.
And food is delivered, medicine is delivered, and they made all the IT in such a way you don't have to visit any places.
Right.
This kind of actually proactive support you will not get globally anywhere other than UAE. And recently the rules has been changing, depends upon the requirement of the companies.
Right.
If recently those who are affected COVID, even you don't have to pay immediately to your creditors. They are given 1 year time to pay off without having any court case. So any rules which is actually coming into force, looking into the market condition, looking to the requirement of the country, which UAE is the first country to adopt. So I will lovely to say that actually anybody who want to establish their vision, dream, want to do legal business, I will always recommend UAE is the first country and always the prompt country to do this.
One thing I have to say is that my sincere thanks to the rulers of this country for being such great human beings, for setting such a great example to all of us, not only to us, to the entire world, showing us like what is humanity, what is love, how you can coexist with everyone. A country wherein different nationalities, everyone practices their own religion, everyone is living in harmony, and the rulers themselves respect other religions, which is so very rare you see in many parts of the country. And we really, like, as expatriates, we appreciate the kind of kindness that they show towards our communities, and for the opportunities they give us, irrespective of, without any partiality, so impartial. With the locals, we are in par with the local people of the country. We do business with the local people. We get the same respect. We get the same kind of opportunities from the government, appreciations from the governments. So, but I don't think there is any other country which is one mainly for, as a woman, if I should say, a very safe country. Very, very safe country. When you travel around the world, you know like where you are, but you come to UAE 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night, you walk around alone. You're safe in this country, so which is very much important. So we really, thanking the rulers from the bottom of my heart for giving us such a lovely place to live in, such a beautiful place to live in. Thank you so much.
And we thank them also for their vision, and we thank you for your time to be with the Emarati program. We wish for you, inshallah, to grow more and more and to be one of international company who start from UAE. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you very so much. Thank you very much.
كلنا نفديك بالدماء